Hey, Raider, come here. Come here. Smells like a little bitch in here. Why are you sitting on all that loot? Scared to use it?
Yes.
Ah, I've seen this before. As the resident Raider therapist, it sounds like you have a very common affliction suffered by many new Raiders to Speranza. It's called gear fear. Oh, calm down. Very fixable, very treatable. It's all in your head. I just gotta teach you some CBT skills and you'll be good to go. No, not cock and ball torture. Get your mind out of the gutter, Raider.
Sorry.
All right, come to my office. I'm going to get out of the scuba suit and we're going to get you using that good gear in no time. You'll be dancing your ass all over the place using the best gear you got. Goodbye, gear fear. Eat a dick. Raiders, welcome. My name's Dontoni. I am a licensed therapist, psychotherapist, and I am also a Twitch streamer. And today we're going to be going over gear fear. Any of you guys are new to extraction games, Arc Raiders, maybe this is your first ever extraction game, there's a decent chance you are experiencing gear fear. So today I'm going to give you a couple quick CBT lessons, cognitive behavior therapy lessons that'll help you change the way you think about loot, about gear. Burp. I always fucking burp when I record. It drives me crazy. Anyway, it'll help you get there and actually bring out your good loot. Because the reality is it doesn't do you any good just sitting in your stash. Before we get right into that, please drop me a like, a follow, a subscription on all the shit. You know, I'm on Twitter. I stream on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Dontoni_Lamb. I'm still working on a consistent schedule, but if you join my Discord, you can find me there and see every time I go live. Currently, I'm primarily only playing Arc Raiders, so if you're here for Arc Raiders, you're at the right place. So I promise not to get too into the weeds in this video, but I do think there's a couple of like really fundamental kind of cognitive behavior therapy things I need to explain first before I can give you the prescription to get rid of gear fear. But gear fear is going to be any of those thoughts that you have or beliefs that I can't bring my good gear in because if I lose it, I won't have another. I can't find it again. Or maybe the thought is I'm not good enough to bring in good gear, so I'm not going to. I'm going to save that level 4 whatever weapon, for a different raid, or I'm not going to bring in my good augments, or I'm not going to bring in my utility because I'll just die with it and it will be wasted. So if you have any of those thoughts, you have some level of gear fear. And we need to stop that because gear fear doesn't help you. The loot in your stash doesn't do anything for you. And the reality of it is, if you bring in good loot, you have a higher chance of surviving. If you bring in utility, you have a higher chance of surviving. If you bring in better weapons, upgraded weapons, better attachments, better augments, better heals, all of that sort of stuff will give you a higher likelihood of killing the Ark, killing the other Raiders, and getting out with what you need. Now, one caveat I will say that's different between Ark and Tarkov would be, I would say in Tarkov, you bring in better armor, higher armor, you have a higher chance to survive, better guns. You know, with Arc Raiders, honestly, we all know that all you need is a level 4 Stitcher and a level 4 Pharaoh. Other stuff is good, but that's all you need to succeed, really. But I would then argue, bring in that level 4, bring in those blue and pink or epic or purple, whatever color that is. I'm a little colorblind. Attachments for the guns. You know, that's what I would say is that, like, yes, maybe, you don't need a Tempest level 4. You don't in this game. Bring in better gear, higher chance of survival. That's your first mantra, really. All right, so I mentioned mantra number 1. So why am I even bringing up mantras, right? Okay, so there's a relationship between your thoughts, your behaviors, and your feelings, right? So an event will occur, and depending on how you perceive it and what your beliefs are, can influence how you feel and how you behave. This is where gear fear comes in. This is called the cognitive triangle. The more you know, right? So if we can influence our thoughts, our core beliefs, it will change our behavior and how we feel. So that's the first lesson here, basically, is how you feel and how you behave can be influenced by what you think and what your beliefs are about the situation. So, best way to change your beliefs and your thoughts is to challenge them and replace them with rational alternatives, which is what these mantras are going to be for you. So I'm going to lay out a couple throughout this video. We already went over the first one: better gear, higher chance of success. So anytime you have the thought of, oh, well, I shouldn't bring in my good gear, just tell yourself, stop, Raider, stop. If I bring in better gear, I have a higher chance of success. Boom, first one. There you go. So furthermore, there's a whole list of cognitive distortions we could go over. It's basically just irrational thinking patterns. And I'm going to put them up on the screen here. You can Google them if you want to see more of it. But so just the thought of, if I bring in good gear, I will lose it. Well, that's fortune telling. You don't know that, right? Unless you're Nostradamus or some shit, you don't know that. So again, stop. Better gear equals a higher chance of success. Maybe you will still lose it, but you can always get more, which brings us to the second one. Loot's abundant. It's everywhere. Learn how to loot. You can always get more. Also, the loot's not yours to begin with. This would be the third one you could tell yourself. The loot's not yours. You're borrowing it temporarily. You're just borrowing this loot. It's not yours. You got it off someone else. You found it in a box. Who knows who owned it first? It's yours temporarily. But yeah, won't always be yours. There's probably an infinite amount of mantras that one could come up with. They're all going to be dependent on what's going through your head and if you're thinking rationally or not. I would say in general, if you're afraid to bring in your gear, you're not thinking rationally. 1 is pixels. 2, if you do expeditions, it's all going to be gone anyway. 3, this game's not that serious. You can always get more loot. So I'm not going to just keep going on and on about all the different ones you could do. Another suggestion that a community member mentioned, Milksteak, shout out. So for them to get over their gear fear, what helped them was if they weren't going to bring it in raid, they just sold it. And that really quickly helped them get over this idea that loot's precious. I must hold on to my loot, right? I mean, it's, pixels. It's pixels. So I did the expedition. Count got wiped. I'm going with the idea of bringing the best loot I can every raid pretty much, unless I have to do a free kit because I'm broke or don't have loot. I mean, if you wanted to do ticks, Cell at Night would be perfect for that if you wanted to do ticks.
I can wait for another rotation. I'll come back around.
Okay.
It's got 48 minutes too. So
okay, yeah, we got time. Yeah, we got time.
I just don't want to be hit.
I get it. I get it. You got the gear fear. It's okay. I got a video coming out soon just for you. I got a video coming out. I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm just trying to plug my shit, man. I need more views, damn it. And as you can see here, this is day 2 since I wiped. And I'm bringing in, level 4 Renegade, bringing whatever I can in. Maybe it was level 3. You can see on screen. Anyway, you just got to bring in the best loot you have because it gives you the best chance of getting better loot and to do more quests and to get whatever you're trying to get done and to get out and survive. One caveat I will say is this. So there's a difference between I'm afraid to bring in loot versus I'm saving it for a specific thing. So I tend to bring in better loot when I'm playing in groups versus solo because we all know what it's like playing duos and trios versus solo. We all know what that's like. So I tend to save my better loot when I'm going to be PvPing my butt off versus maybe when I'm going to try to be friendly, get around, get quests done, get loot done, So that's the difference. All right, and there you have it. Basically, the TLDR, change how you think and how you perceive the situation, change the core beliefs, that gear fear will go away. Bring in the good loot, sell it, do something with it. It doesn't do shit for you just sitting in your stash. If you found this video helpful, I appreciate a subscribe, a like, a share. Tell your buddies about it. Come watch me on Twitch. Again, right here, Twitch TV, Dontoni_Lamb. I'll be live very soon, probably New Year's Day, depending on when you're watching this. Just check it out. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you got rid of your gear fear, 'cause you should.